How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, you can see from the title, this vlog is going to be on a Cat A prison versus a Cat B prison, or a maximum security prison versus a medium security prison. Now, it's through my own experience, guys, right? When I first went to prison, I went to Strangeways, right? From every courthouse here in the UK, you go to a specific prison, unless that prison is locked out and they're not accepting prisoners. Locked out means they're either at capacity or they're not accepting any more prisoners, right? And that's the way it works. So I ended up in Strangeways through on a witness intimidation that came out of Stretford. Their nearest magistrates court is Trafford Mags. So from Trafford Mags, I went to Strangeways. If you go to Manchester Magistrates, Manchester Crown Square, which is a Crown Court, or Manchester Minchell Street, which is also a Crown Court, ordinarily you would go to Strangeways, again, unless that is locked out. Obviously, or if you're a female prisoner. Female prisoner, your nearest prison is going to be in Style, down near Wilmslow. Yeah, so obviously, even if you've been on a visit to Strangeways or you've been a prisoner in Strangeways, you know how secure it is. I've been a prisoner in Strangeways, and I've also visited people in Strangeways. I've visited people before I ended up in that prison. The security on that prison is absolutely through the roof. Now, Strangeways, people think, well, it's a Cat A prison. It houses the worst of the worst. That's not true. Strangeways is classed as a Cat A prison, but it only actually houses approximately 40 Cat A prisoners. Forest Bank is a Cat B facility down here in Salford, and like I say, that's run by Sodexo Justice Services. The two prisons between a Cat A and a Cat B are actually night and day. Strangeways is actually a multi-category prison. Like I say, it houses 40 Cat A prisoners, so it's deemed a maximum security prison. And it is exactly that. Now, when I walked onto the landing on the induction wing in Strangeways, everything that I pictured of prison, that was it. I could see from the ones up to the fours. For those that don't know, your ones is your ground floor. Then you've got your twos, which is technically your first floor. Your threes, which is your second floor. And your fours, which is actually your third floor. And that's up at the top. And the thing is, what I couldn't, right, so when I've landed there and stuff like that, I was like, right, so I thought, well, it's going to be secure, they're not going to let us have kettles and stuff like that. But actually in Strangeways, we actually had a kettle in our cell, which was crazy, because I was like, well, you'd think that it'd house like more notorious, dangerous prisoners. Again, that's not true. But then when you're at Forest Bank, which is a Cat B prison, they don't let you have a kettle in your cell. There's a hot water tank on the landing, and if you're getting banged up, you 5 minutes till bang up, right? Everyone gets the cups or the flasks. Yeah, you get a prison flask when you're in there, just a tall flask, and you go there and you fill your hot water, and by 7 or 8 o'clock it's starting to become lukewarm, right? But in the Strangeways, you've got a kettle in your cell. So I think, well, kettle in your cell, you could boil it, throw it in someone's water, hot water, throw it in somebody's face, napalm them, add sugar and hot water together, it congeals, throw it on the face, the sugar grips the skin and the hot water melts and stuff like that, and it goes on. So I couldn't get my head around that. And then, but then obviously at Forest Bank, you've got this hot water tank, so I'm thinking, well, that must be so people don't like swill each other or fucking napalm each other on the landings or something. So that was like a contradiction. Strangeways as well, in the cell, pretty much same setup and stuff. In Forest Bank, your furniture's sort of made into your wall, like your desk and stuff. It's all built into the wall, right? And so is your bed. Your bed's like a suspended thing, right? Strangeways, it was just 2 bunk beds that were bolted to the floor, bolted to the wall. If you was unlucky, you'd have a metal carsy at the back of your bunk beds. I was lucky in Strangeways. I was in a double cell with a kid from Little Hulton. We had a separate toilet, right? Proper porcelain toilet. Close the door, shit your back out reading the paper, right? And then you've got heating pipes that run through. If you stand on the heating pipes, you can actually open your window, and it opens how vertically. Yeah, vertically it opens out, right? So you can actually open them out, right? And obviously in Strangeways, prisoners, and this is well documented, prisoners were receiving, drones were flying to the windows and stuff. And as mad as it sounds, it's a maximum security prison. Under each cell window, right, it actually says the number for the cell. Beyond belief. So you get the prisoner actually guiding people. Some prison cells at Strangeways have got green grills over the window, so you can't. And then other ones, most of them don't. So like I say, you can guide. Drones have been guided to prison cells and stuff. At Forest Bank, can you do that with it being a medium security facility? Absolutely not. In Forest Bank, you don't have a window as such. You've got a grill, which is a metal thing that you turn with your hand and stuff clockwise, and the window opens out a bit, but you can't get through it and stuff. There's like little holes, and then you can see the mechanics where it opens and stuff, and you can barely get a breeze through that. But at Strangeways, which is a maximum security facility, the window's open. You can actually open the window out, and you can, like, prisoners put the milk on the windowsill and stuff like that, because obviously you get warm prison milk and stuff, so people put it on there. People throw the food that they don't want out of the fucking window, which then attracts mice and rats and pigeons and stuff. I've even seen prisoners try and stab pigeons up when they've flown onto the window, stab him, like, waiting, and then when the pigeon lands, they start stabbing them up and stuff, trying to kill them and cook them proper. Yeah, it goes on, man, it's crazy. Right, so then you look at the regime. Strangeways, it's very simple. Strangeways, 22 to 23 hour bang up, right? Because of staffing levels and stuff. I think the most time I'd spent locked up was about a day and a half to 2 days, right? Give or take, yeah, a few hours. Forest Bank, loads of social. You get unlocked for your breakfast in the morning. Forest Bank, you go to the servery, you take your plastic bowl, you walk across it and stuff. You get your cereal, you get your toast and stuff, right? Go back to your pad or eat it on the wing, your choice. Get about half an hour, 45 minutes. Then you get locked up again. Then about 9:30, they'll come pop your door and shout exercise. Exercise, for those that don't know, is where you go onto the yard and walk around the yard. Yeah, and then like I say, then you've got at dinner, you might get 45 minutes at your dinner time when you get out for your lunch. You can have 45 minutes to go and get a shower or do what you want to do, get on the phone. And then in the evening, again, you get let out for your tea and stuff in the afternoon. And then again, you can have up till about, I think it's about 7 o'clock, 7:30. And then it's bang up, yeah. So you've got about 2.5 hours then in the afternoon, in the evening, to chill and social. At Strangeways, man, fucking hell. We get pretty much guaranteed we will get exercise, right, on the yard, right, because obviously they stick 2 screws on the door, they search you when you go out, you walk onto the yard, you walk anti-clockwise around the yard, yeah. Now, but then you come back onto the wing and you think, right, we're getting soaked, and the lads are like, no, the screws are like, no, back behind your doors, lads, and the lads are like, I ain't fucking locking up, gov. Right, when you're in prison, you call officers gov, sir, boss, you know what I'm saying, or miss, if it's a female. So then the lads were like, no, we're not going behind that door, because you're getting out for an hour to 2 hours a day, yeah. It's not enough, man, to get on the phone and do what you're doing. If you're a cleaner in Strangeways, you got it cushy. I started a cleaning course, then I was shipped out the following day. So I only did 1 day of this cleaning course, but then on my third and final stretch, which was my second stretch in Forest Bank, I got a cleaning job. So like I say, so you've got, like I say, at Forest Bank, you can't open the windows, it's on a grill, and you turn the thing. Right, and you've got no hot water thing in your cell, which I think every prisoner should have a kettle in the cell. But obviously violent incidents take place and stuff, so they want to keep the hot water on the landing and stuff. But when you take it back to your cell, it fucks up because it's gone cold after a few hours. You know what I'm saying? If it's a Saturday afternoon, you've been locked up at 5 o'clock, yeah, and your hot water, right? You might want noodles, right? A lot of people buy noodles. I used to live off noodles in prison because food's not the best, and you can't because your water's not hot. But in Strangeways, which is a higher category prison, which it's not, it's a multi-category prison, but it's maximum security, you've got a kettle in your cell. We used to boil milk in there. My pad mate could make me fucking prison porridge with crushed up oatmeal biscuits, which was fit. Used to make me a milky coffee every night before I went to bed. Like I said, we had it cushy. We had the TV. The TVs are better in Forest Bank because they've got flat little baby small plasma screen TVs now. In Strangeways, it was the old big box fucking shit ass TV and stuff, right? And it was crackling and stuff like that. But it's in prison, guys. What you can hardly live for luxury, can we? Like I say, the visits, right? Strangeways, right? You get they come and pop your door. Say, right, you've got a visit. So then you go, you're dressed up and stuff, you know you've got your visit, you're getting ready and stuff like that. You might put your little roll-on aftershaves on and stuff that you buy and stuff, and trying to smell nice for your missus or your family or whatever. And then you all go to the bottom of the wing, right? And then in the rotunda's like shaped like a 50 pence piece, all the other lads off B wing, C wing, D wing, and everything, E wing, will all come together in the rotunda, right, that are going on visits. We all clamber together, and then we get marched up to reception. We all get searched and stuff, put on our bib, put in this holding cell, and then we all get called out. We go up. As you walk up, you go to the desk, the screw, say, right, you're on C12, row C, C12, and then your family come in and you start waving to them and stuff. Forest Bank, you get a movement slip, right? So you sat there in your pad, they pop your door, right? You've got a visit. You go to the end of the wing. You go to the office. You say, boss, can I get a movement slip? I've got a visit. So they write down your prison number, your name, and a movement slip where you're going. You get that. They let you off the wing, and then you go up to the top bit of the prison, well, reception. You go in, you might get searched and stuff. At Forest Bank, we didn't get searched when we went on the visit. We got searched when we went off the wing. We got up to reception. They put you in an holding cell, and then the screws would come out and shout out 5 or 6 names at a time, and then that would mean that your visitors were there in the waiting room. You'd get up, you'd stand up, you'd see the nonces over the way to tell them to fuck off and stuff, and wanker signs and stuff. You go to the door, you go in, you check in, you give your prison ID card to to Miss that was sat there, or boss, governor, screw, call him Gov. Give him your ID card, they put it in, and then they tell you where you are. You go and sit down with your family, and then the chairs move and stuff like that, and you can chill out, and it's a lot more laid back. Strange ways, your chairs and your tables are bulleted to the floor. You've got the security's a bit crazy, and when you come off the visit, you get searched again and stuff like that. You take your bib off, you get searched, patted down and stuff. They look in your trainers, look in your mouth, pat you down, blah, blah, blah. Then you go back to your wing, and that's the end of that. So then food, strange ways. I lost 2 stone in 6 weeks on a strange ways diet, right? Best meal for me in strange ways was on Wednesday. We used to get, you can order different things, right? But I ordered a chicken tikka baguette, right? Which the prisoners in the kitchens used to load with fucking chicken tikka. You get a pack of Seabrook crisps, normal, I think it was cheese and onion, or ready salted, or salt and vinegar, and then you get an orange, right? That was your meal. Some big lads in jail, yeah, mate. I'm like 6'4", like 20 odd stone, right? Doesn't fill you. You get, whilst you go for your dinner, when you walk across the servery, you get a small pack of child cereal, which wouldn't fill a child, and you get a carton of warm milk, right? You're that hungry that once you get back to your cell and you've had your dinner, because in strange ways you eat in your cell, you end up having your cereal, pouring the milk over, which doesn't fill it even halfway, it fills it about a quarter, and you just scran it because you're starving, right? Forest Bank, they have the food and stuff like that. If there's leftovers, the lads will call you and say, right lads, because in Forest Bank you can eat in your cell if you choose to and stuff like that, but your door's open, you can come and go, right? But in strange ways, you're locked behind your door, you're having your food behind your door. So Forest Bank, you can sit on these tables which the cleaners put out, and you can sit there, sit opposite a prisoner all the way down, scran your cereal, have your toast, do what you're doing, yeah, or have your food, yeah. If there's still enough food left over, right, say it was like a soup day on a Wednesday at Forest Bank, we used to get a baguette. So I used to have like beef, you can have like turkey, chicken, cheese and shit like that. We used to toast ours because we was cleaner, so we had it boxed, yeah. And then you could have soup and a roll. You could have like soup with your thingy, with your baguette, and a pack of crisps, and get an apple or a banana or something like that. So that was that. So the food's better the food quality it's still shocking, but it's better in Forest Bank than it is, say, Strange Ways. I think that's because of the budget for feeding 3 meals a day for a prisoner used to be about £1. I think it's down to about 80p now. So you've got to think about 3 meals a day for 80p, guys. You can't even get a small bottle. You can't even get a small can of Coke for that these days. You know what I'm saying? So freedom's a lot more. You get a lot more association in a Cat B. The food's better. You've got more association. You've got more movement and stuff. You get movement slips to move around the prison and stuff like that. If the second's still available, because obviously when it was Soup Wednesday, where you baguette at Forest Bank, yeah, the soup was shocking, powdered shit, yeah, it was hanging. So you shout, lads, you got any more? Thing, yeah, and then you could like give them, the lads would be like trying to tap you up, saying, can I get some more bread, please? So you give them some more bread, they're dipping the bread in. And it's a lot of people eat bread because they're trying to pad themselves out, right? Because they're trying to fill themselves. Carbs obviously fills you up, and that's what they try to do. Because there's some big lads in prison So there's massive. It is literally night and day between a maximum security facility and a medium security facility. In my opinion, in my experience as well. Your experience might be different, guys. You'll have to let me know. Like I say, the screws are also different. The mentality of the screws, in my opinion, HMP staff swap the personality for a set of keys. Forest Bank screws, spot on. In any other walk of life, I would have a pint with them because it was absolutely spot on. Not a screw boy, far from it, but anyone that's been in Forest Bank will know there's a lot of decent screws in there. A lot of dickheads as well, but for the most part, 95% of officers, in my opinion, were absolutely spot on. Treated me like a human being, spoke to me like a human being, showed me respect, and I showed them respect. They was there to do a job, and like I say, if you ever need a favour from an officer, it's better to be like that with them than it is to hate them and stuff, because you're not going to get fuck all from them. Goes on that way. I hope this has covered everything, guys, like the regimes and stuff like that. Like I've alluded to, you get more association and blah blah blah, more movement and stuff in a Cat B than a Cat A. But you've got in Cat A, you've got your kettle, and you can open your cell windows and stuff, which have intercepted drones. Cat B in Forest Bank, you can't do that. Goes on that way, guys. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you all think in the comment section below. I'll speak to you all later. Cody out.